Sherdog.com here with Justin Gaethje. When you're here, your first real media day besides the press conference thing, what's going through your head? Does this feel real?
Yeah, fuck. This is nothing different. Talking to people that are educated in what I do. That's what I like to do. I love this. I love what I do. I love fighting. So I want to be on the biggest stage. I want the opportunity to be embarrassed in front of the most people. That's what I ask for. This is what I want. That's what I strive for every day, is to for these moments right here. So yeah, this feels real, but this is nothing different than anything else. I wrestled in an NCAA tournament 3 times. That's adversity stacked against me every single match. So I started in the pigtail of the year, All-American. You just have to seize every moment that comes into your life, and I have made sure and done that.
When you were coming here to the UFC, did they give you any options, any names to choose from? Did you have names already on the top of your head that, like, because you're a guy that's never shied away, you've always wanted to fight the toughest guys you can. Was there names that coming in that this is the guy I want for my debut?
Yeah, like I've said it before. I looked in the mirror. I said Tony Barboza, Edson Barboza, and Khabib, and Edson made me almost have a panic attack. So I called my manager and I said, "This is the man I want." I want that feeling. I want the feeling of it's life or death, and every single time I step in there, that's what it is for me.
Is it a motivation problem? Do you look at Michael Johnson? He's sitting across from us in the room right now. Does he motivate you? Do you like the same way that Edson Barboza would?
He does, absolutely. The pinnacle is the pinnacle, and this is the pinnacle of this sport. He beat Edson Barboza. He's beat Tony Ferguson. He loves to be the hammer. He hates to be the nail. And he's quit. He's lost 11 times, been submitted 7, 4 decisions. There's quit in his heart, and I'm going to find that.
How do you feel like this fight plays out? Usually, I don't know if it's fair to call him necessarily a wrestler, but he does come from a wrestling background. You get 2 wrestlers in there. It's usually hands that are going to be the thing that finishes the fight. Do you feel like this is going to end up being a stand-up fight, that your wrestling is going to neutralize each other?
You've never seen me go into a fight looking to wrestle, so I go in there to break people. You can't break someone. I never broke any. I broke people with my pressure in wrestling, but I never physically took their soul in wrestling, and I can do that here. It's an opportunity. It's an option, and that's the only option that I'm going to take. He's never been knocked out. So I'm looking so forward to giving him his first knockout, and he keeps saying I'm a CD. The more he talks, the bigger of an ass he's going to look like. This is a fight, though. He has the opportunity to knock me out. He can get lucky and knock me out in the first 2, 3, 4 minutes. But if he does not, then he knows, he has to know that, my pressure is going to break him. There's nothing more to it. This is a fight. Once that bell rings, it's me, him, and a referee. Nothing different from any fight I've ever been in.
Does the verbal jabs back and forth, does that do anything? Does he get under your skin at all? Does that take any kind of a mental note for you?
No, I love when people want to ride on false confidence. He's fought many times. He's fought enough to know that it doesn't matter. You could get a beginner, someone that's never fought, and they could land a huge right hand, and you're going to go to sleep. If you believe you're infallible, then you're an idiot. It's no such thing.
What do you think is the next logical step for you? Is there an opponent that you think that this is the guy that makes sense for me as far as climbing up the rungs of that ladder?
I haven't thought about it. I won't think about it. I would be pissed off at myself if I looked past Michael Johnson for 1 second, and I won't do that. I've had thousands of minutes to get ready for these 25 minutes. I don't care what happens after. I don't know if I'll be able to, like I said, I go into the fight every time content with any outcome. And any outcome in this sport could be, life or death, major injury, I might never be able to fight again. So that's all I think about. And I'm content with it, and that's what I do.
Does this fight make it to that final bell?
No. If Michael doesn't, no way. Like I said, he's gonna get. If he gets lucky, finish me in the first round. If it goes past the first round, he ain't gonna answer the bell in the fourth. He won't be able to walk. I'm gonna kick his legs off, guaranteed.
Do you feel like that? Do you feel like that longer fight's gonna play to your advantage? I mean, you train up at altitude. He's training at sea level, and in Florida will be at. I mean, there's a little bit of altitude in Vegas.
Yeah, there's a little bit. I've held the world title for 2 years now. I've been preparing for 5-round fights for the last 2 years. I've been wrestling my whole life. No. I'm a championship fighter. I wanted this main event because it was a 5-round fight. I want Michael Johnson in a 5-round fight. I wanted Melvin Gillard in a 5-round fight for the reason that he left the cage in a wheelchair. He would not have answered the bell in the 4th round, even though it was a split decision, which is just crazy to me, but you can't make it past the 3rd round with me. Michael Johnson needs space. I don't give space, and I won't give him space. I'm going to continue to be in his face, and once I get my hands on him, he's not going to want to be in a clinch. He's going to find the cage with his back, and probably, I'm not going to say I'm not going to wrestle. I'm planning on picking him up and putting his face through the mat, and then letting him right back up and letting him think about that for a second.